Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Mass Effect here on the Game Professor channel. I'm your host, the Game Professor, and today we are starting off by finishing off our discussion with Vigil. We just have a few more background information things to learn about. So let's start off seeing what it knows about Sovereign.
If the Reapers are trapped in dark space, how did Sovereign get here?
It is logical to assume the Reapers would leave one of their own behind after each extinction. A sentinel to pave the way for their inevitable return. Like those in dark space, Sovereign probably spent most of the last 50,000 years in a state of hibernation. Periodically, it would wake to analyze the situation.
Okay.
Keeping its existence hidden, it would evaluate the state of galactic civilization. And when the time was right, it would signal the Citadel and usher in the next Reaper invasion.
Okay.
But this time the signal failed. The Keepers did not respond. Sovereign's allies were trapped in the void. Alone, it was forced to try and discover what had gone wrong.
Alright. Yeah, they could just attack.
Sovereign's the largest ship in the galaxy. Why all this secret? Why not just attack the Citadel?
Sovereign is not invincible. Revealing its true nature would have united the forces of every organic species against it. Even a Reaper couldn't survive such odds.
I mean, yes and no.
But the Reapers are patient. They will not rush into the unknown. Sovereign could have been planning this for centuries, moving deliberately, gathering allies.
That is true.
Slowly, it has assembled the pieces of the puzzle, working through agents to keep itself hidden. Saren is the most visible pawn of the Reapers, but I doubt he was the first.
Okay.
Now Sovereign has grown bold. Whether from confidence or desperation, I cannot say. But it is determined to reopen the portal to dark space.
Okay. What can you tell me about the beacons?
What about the beacon on Eden Prime? And the one on Vermeer? What were they for?
At our apex, the beacons spanned the breadth of our empire. We used them as a single galaxy-wide network to transmit data and communications rapidly from world to world. Virtually all the beacons were destroyed during the invasion. But once the Reapers were gone, the survivors here on Ilos decided to risk sending out a message. We knew it was unlikely there were other survivors. But if there were, we wanted them to know about Ilos.
Okay.
We wanted to give them hope. So a message was sent across the network.
Yeah, definitely quite the risk, but later on we will kind of have our own version of it that is put into effect.
You could have exposed yourself to the Reapers.
In truth, we didn't expect any of the beacons would still function, but we had to try. If there were survivors, we had to reach them.
Yeah.
The message was meant for our own people. It was coded so only organic beings could interpret it. We still didn't understand the power of Reaper indoctrination. We never realized it could lead an agent of the machines, like Saren, to this world. But it has also led you here. So perhaps we did not fail after all.
I think that's a pretty good way of thinking about it. What else can you tell me about the Keepers?
So when the Reapers created the Citadel, they created the Keepers as well?
A more likely scenario is that the Keepers were one of the early harvested civilizations. Perhaps the very first. Perhaps they responded well to indoctrination, or the Reapers simply bred them to be obedient. In any case, they were left behind to operate and maintain the Citadel. But the Keepers are no longer directly controlled by Sovereign or its ilk. They evolved so that they only respond to the signals emitted by the Citadel itself. When the Protheans altered the Citadel's signals, they broke Sovereign's hold over the Keepers. Now, they are completely harmless.
Yeah, I guess that does explain the Geth. I'm not entirely positive on that, but okay.
Sovereign must have realized organic races were difficult to control.
A likely hypothesis. The Keepers evolved in an unanticipated direction. Non-organic servants like the Geth would be more predictable.
Sorry, I adjusted the positioning of my mic stand. Alright. Then we have the Prothean scientists. What can you tell me about them?
What happened to the survivors from the Conduit project?
They used the Conduit to gain access to the Citadel, but the Conduit is only a prototype. The portal only links in one direction, so they were trapped on the station.
Okay.
I do not know what became of them then.
Huh.
It is unlikely they found any food or water on the station. I fear they suffered a slow, grim death.
Probably.
I only know they succeeded in their mission to seal the relay. Your presence here proves their sacrifice was not in vain.
Alright. Well, let's get to it then.
Saren's got enough of a head start. Grab that data file and let's go.
Shepard, are you sure? Who knows how much longer Vigil will be here? Even now the projection is weak. This might be our only chance to speak with it, our only link to the knowledge of the Protheans. It is the opportunity of a lifetime.
There's no time, Liara.
We're in a race to save the galaxy and you want to play Q&A with a hologram?
That's not
You are
the
right.
intention
I am
behind
sorry.
my choice of
My
that.
personal feelings clouded my judgment. We should go.
The one you call Saren has not reached the Conduit. Not yet. There is still hope if you hurry.
Alright. And a level up. I believe I was... Yeah, I think I'm sitting on one for those two as well. Yeah, I'll put up my Intimidate, why not? No reason not to right now. And electronics. And first aid. And actually, I should also see what else it's giving me. Ooh. Well, I will gladly take a better medical exoskeleton for myself, because that's the kind of person I am. She has an 8. Whoops. Let's give her a medical exoskeleton and let's do the shield interface for her. Tally's shields are really great, but it never hurts to increase them more. That's just kind of the way it is. So back up we go. I will put the weapons away right now. And they're still doing stuff. That is actually a really good shot of the two of them. I like that.
All their culture, all their advanced technology, and the Protheans were taken in by the Reapers just as we were. They failed.
Just like my people. But they also gave us a chance to save ourselves. We must hurry.
Indeed. You both are correct, ladies. Let's get to it. And what I'm hoping for this episode is that we will be able to get a decent chunk of the way through the battle on the Citadel with this as well. I know we will obviously finish up here on Ilos. There we go, and then there's one more, I think. Where'd the other one go? I thought there was another one over there. Let's just get another close-up to be sure. Excuse me. What a perfect effect for that sneeze. Making me turn randomly. And I do not know... I don't remotely understand why they do such ridiculously tight turns on these Mako missions. That is, if there's one thing that I actively dislike about the Mako, it's when they give really tight turns like that. But we are well on our way. Let's see. Basically just trying to have as quick an idea of when I'll be able to start shooting up Geth. There we are. Got both of them in one shot. I love it. And I can't do that. This is the problem with my reliance on the close scope. Oh, of course, there's a frickin' Colossus. Oh, man. Oh, frickin' course. Oh, Jesus. I hit the wrong button. Oh, and I did it too soon. Oh, my word. Colossi are the worst. And this is really close quarters for Colossus. Like, really close quarters. And it's getting its shots off really fast. Oh boy, come on. There we go. Got a shock trooper there. Of course. Beautiful. Alright. Well. Oof. That sneeze just really loosened everything up there. Not what I wanted. So I apologize if I sniff at all. Like just then, I apologize. Alright, let's see here. There we are. I do like when you're able to get a certain amount of silhouette, like oh boy, come on. This is getting dumb. Let's see, there we are. There we go. And I think the other one is just a little further over. Beautiful. Just what I wanted. And just to clarify, there is nothing over on the sides where those cutouts are. It's just basically setting. They really did streamline this and make you feel the sense of urgency to just get going, which is something I really appreciate with this mission. I think that it makes a lot of sense that they really just focus on the urgency. There we are, and one more. I will probably take a moment to let the shields regenerate before we do the last little run on this planet, because to actually get to the Conduit, just because we will be basically going through a whole bunch of big things as quickly as possible. So I'm just going to let the shields regenerate for a little bit here. I'll bring you back once they've regenerated a bit. I just want to make sure we don't die instantly. Alright, that looks pretty good. Of course, while I was doing that, I completely forgot that I should just save. So you're gonna see me saving, because that's life with me. Oh, I've never known that where Vigil was called the Watcher's Chamber, but let's do this.
There, the conduit. It's incredible.
We don't have time to admire the view. We have to get through that relay, and these Geth aren't gonna make it easy on us.
You know it, Tally. So here we can see Sovereign and the Geth arriving, which is terrifying. That's really a remarkably terrifying visual there. I can, and obviously, take down a Turian vessel with ease. Luckily, the Ascension seems to be doing okay.
Activate the defenses!
Seal the station! The arms aren't moving. System's not responding.
Criminy.
Abandon the Citadel! Evacuate the Council! Citadel Control! Citadel Control, do you copy?
Well, so now we basically just have 40 seconds to get to the conduit. And the key to do this is just do a straight shot. Don't try to do anything other than get to the conduit. Just do a straight shot. Don't worry about the armatures. Just go straight for it. And you can get to it without any issue. There we are. So now we will reappear at the Citadel, and you will probably recognize where at the Citadel this is. This does bring to mind a certain amount of questioning about what exactly Mass Effect technology is, but it's at least interesting. Well, I think the Mako is officially dead. The Mako was not made for Mass Effect technology movement. But obviously, that is a working thing. A Mass Effect thing. What happened to my brain? I literally just forgot what it's called. But we do have some husks, it looks like. Oh yes. Okay, so let's set up a singularity just to take these guys right into it. Come on. Come on. There we are. Alright, so let's talk to Avina quickly, even though we've never talked to Avina yet.
The Presidium is experiencing severe system malfunctions across the entire level. All non-emergency personnel must evacuate immediately.
I appreciate the glitching.
Give me a rundown of the damage.
We have lost all primary power to the level. Environmental controls are not responding. Class 3 fires are burning in sectors 2, 3, 6, and 7. Civilian casualties are high. I
Alright.
am also detecting numerous unauthorized synthetic life forms throughout the station. They are believed to be hostile. Please approach with caution.
Yes. Let's see what you can tell me about the Council.
What happened to the Council?
In accordance with standard emergency procedures, the Council has been evacuated to the Destiny Ascension.
Good. Other survivors?
What about Captain Anderson and Ambassador Udina? What happened to them?
I have no information on the status of specific individuals. Once the current crisis has been resolved, a complete accounting of casualties and survivors will begin.
I mean, at least Udina, he's a frickin' ambassador. I feel like you should know where the ambassadors are.
Where's Saren?
Former Spectre agent Saren Arturius is nearing the vicinity of the Council chamber. A warrant has been issued for his arrest, though Citadel security is unable to respond at this time.
Fabulous.
Come on! We need to stop Saren before it's too late!
Please begin emergency evacuation procedures.
Alright, let's get to it. Time to go up the elevator and get ourselves into the Council chamber. Eee, why are you shooting a keeper? That makes no sense. Literally makes no sense, buddy. Well.
The Citadel's closing. They're sealing the station.
Well, and there goes...
Don't let the enemy ships inside the arms.
There goes Sovereign. This is a valiant effort, Turians. Definitely a valiant effort. No good. No good. And this will give you a nice idea of precisely where the Citadel Tower is within the Citadel. It's actually quite interesting to think about, because this gives an idea of the Presidium and stuff like that. There we are. And we're stuck.
Saren's locked the elevator. Suit up. We're going outside.
Copy that. I love that visual. They really did a great job with that visual, in my opinion. Alright. So, luckily we have mag boots. So, I will just continue to keep an eye on the time, basically, for the rest of this episode. I'll probably go for another 5 to 10 minutes. Still keeping it a little bit long, but... Yep, there's Sovereign at the top of the tower. So, let's go fight our way up to where Sovereign is. Fun, fun, fun. Oh, hello. There we are. There we go. Come on. Come on. Come back out. Come on, little rocket trooper. Come back out. You know you want to get sniped. Really? Alright. Well, we are going to do a throw then. There we go. And we have one over here. And for you... There we go. And the nice thing about this particular battle throughout all of it is you can actually take advantage of the fact that you're dealing with a low to zero low to zero gravity environment. So if you're in an area where there is open sky, using a lift or a singularity can actually completely knock enemies directly into the air and have them just go flying off into the universe, basically. Come on. I think that's what just happened with the Krogan, actually. So, let's warp. There we go. Excellent. Oh, nope, I hear the Krogan. Or I hear a Krogan. Oh! Interesting. I've never seen one end up there like that. That's actually quite amusing. There we are. And there you go. You see him just shooting off into the distance. So now we have some troopers and snipers that we're going to be dealing with. There we go. And I will be needing to be a certain degree of careful as we deal with some of these enemies, because there are some large weapons we're gonna have to deal with eventually. Nope, that's what I want. Big giant weapons. Come on. Come on. There we go. That's what I want. There we go. Mr. Sniper. There we go. Alright. So, just continuing our way up, basically. And we're still doing fine on time. Wow, I've never actually really paid close attention to the detail of Sovereign's arms there, but that is actually really quite terrifying. I'm gonna switch to my sniper. Specifically for going after Mr. Destroyer. There we go. Because Mr. Destroyer is hands down the bigger problem. Yeah, you can see the knockback that I'm getting with these sledgehammer rounds. I'm loving it. Let's do... Oh, hello. That was dumb of me. That truly was just dumb. There we go. Come on. We're gonna have another destroyer coming down eventually. There's our other destroyer. There we go. I think we're gonna have another one as well. Pretty sure. I don't remember how many there are. There we are. Use throw on him, Liara. Beautiful. Oh, I love it. Just seeing him flying off into the distance. It's wonderful. Alright. It might have just been we needed to move forward enough. So here, alright, so we are going to have to do this. So, get that going. Get all of these Citadel defense turrets going. I'm just going to do that. Alright. And the reason for this is we want to take down the drop ship as quickly as possible. Best way to do that is with the help of large-scale weapons. We can also continue to take them down a bit. Use some Medigel. I was honestly hoping that I could have not started this one. Oh my god, Tally! Where's this other one? Alright, I think we're good. Alright, and I'm gonna double check where I'm at. Ah, yes, this is all the Krogan warlords. Let's singularity, you guys. There we go. I think those guys are all down. So now we're gonna have another couple destroyers coming through. So gotta be ready for them. At least I'm pretty sure. This is gonna be one of the ones that's gonna make me start to come forward a bit before it starts sending them through. Just to be annoying. Yep, there we are. Let's lift you. There we go. Got another one about to come, it looks like. Or not. Alright. So, this is where I'm going to finish off this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button so you always know when I have new videos coming out, and follow the links in the description to the Facebook page and Discord server so you can join the conversation. And of course, if you are interested in supporting me monetarily, follow the link to my Patreon and you can become a game scholar there. But as always, thank you so much for watching, everybody. This is your Game Professor signing off. I'll see you next time.